Welcome back, guys, to another video here detailing with Gary. So today the Lincoln hasn't been it's the Navigator, the red one, hasn't been washed ever since like winter and stuff. So we're gonna be giving it a wash just because of kind of like the salt and stuff from the winter and stuff. And then we might do a little bit of some polishing. I'm not sure yet, but maybe like on the headlights. They look pretty decent, but I do have the smaller like polishing disc with my uncle, but I'm gonna try to get it back soon, and then we could probably knock that out and then show you guys how to basically wet sand on your headlights, what grit to use, and all that good stuff. But right now, let's get started with this wash. We're gonna show you guys the results and everything, and then it hasn't been washed in a while, so it should turn out pretty good. So real super quick, guys, probably it's harder to tell, but like right there you can see all kind of like the dirt and stuff. It's harder to tell like in closer up areas, but like in the farther apart areas it's kind of like more dirty. And then kind of like right there you can see all that like salt and stuff, so just so it kind of doesn't rust out with salt and stuff, because like if you put rust on metal, it's gonna start to get rusty and stuff. So kind of just to prevent all that, we're gonna give it that nice wash as I mentioned. And then the headlights, they aren't kind of really too bad as I mentioned earlier, but if we could knock some of this off later on, not too worried about that. But so for right now, we're gonna get started. Alrighty, guys, so we got everything sprayed with water. So now we'll basically just use a little bit of some iron remover just to kind of towards like the bottom of the area, just because it does have kind of like that what's it called, jet seal. So that's why you see those tighter beads. But I'm not quite sure if I should use it, but I'm probably just gonna use a little bit, or maybe I actually won't use any of it, just since I did remember it does have that jet seal. So we're gonna clean up the tires and then clean up the paint. So we're gonna get started here. Alrighty, guys, so beginning the wash, I basically started with basically all four wheels. I started on the front one. The tires weren't so dirty, but I still added all that all-purpose cleaner just to give it that better look, and then just to get rid of the lighter dust and all that good stuff. But the front wheels were the dirtiest, I would say. They had the most brake dust and stuff. And then I basically did the other two sides, just that it's kind of harder for you guys to see because I didn't move the camera, just because I'm moving the hose at the same time. And then I was kind of time limited because we had to go pick up my sister's car because she got new tires. So I was a little bit in a rush, but I still managed to get it done. And then as you see here, I was just washing the car and then also rinsing it at the same time, just to make sure that the sun didn't dry the paint and stuff. And then I just try to dry it first, as you guys see there, basically where the sun is hitting it, and then moving closer to like the shade, which is more up front, and then towards the other side. And then always do straight lines whenever you're washing, just to prevent swirl marks and all that good stuff. So super quick, guys, I know I didn't clean the windshield. I'm gonna get all that with the glass cleaner, but as you guys see, I had done paint correction before I actually started kind of like my YouTube stuff. But as you guys see, no swirls. This was basically kind of like one of the first things that I did, like when I polished. So I mean, for first time, it's pretty good in the sun. It looks amazing. Probably one of the best Lincolns out there for basically this year. As you guys see, the gloss is insane, and then reflection wise it's insane. I did actually not finish part of the hoods. This only has two owners, so I had a previous owner whenever they got it. So it's basically, they basically got it brand new from the first owner. And then this been here for like, I think they had this truck for like over like 14 or probably around like 16 to 17 years they had this truck. And then it's kind of just been in the garage, so it has super low miles. And then as you guys see, no body work done to it, no dents and all that stuff. It just has a couple of their normal like scratches. As you guys see, there's like kind of one right there, and then kind of like one on the bottom right there. But other than that, it looks like glass from the one time I polished this thing. So it looks really good for it to be a 98. And then it just kind of just goes back in there, so it hadn't been washed from the winter. And then we kind of hardly bring it out, so that's why it looks the way it looks. And then the tires are nice and thick, nice and cleaned up. So once I'm done washing it, it's going back inside, and then that's that.